Nintendo!
We're in the thick of television's annual commercial assault. Video game makers are spending $155 million in their battle for the consumer's buck.
Tapes are kind of expensive. But you know, she's on it, so you gotta get it for her.
Parents may wonder why there's almost never a Nintendo sale.
In 6 years, the price hasn't gone down at all. Not at all. Not at all.
But every consumer product I can think of, these VCR, CDs, the price always goes down.
Oh, I believe that the manufacturing costs of these products have gone down significantly for Nintendo. They've just kept all that money instead of passing it on to the consumer. There's no reason for them to.
As game fanatics know, all this fun does not come inexpensively. The hardware for Nintendo's basic 8-bit system is about $100, with additional games about $30. Really popular ones like this play-action football can cost $50. Bad enough.
I think the level of business done in the category is certain to decline, if for no other reason than most households already have their hardware. So if they're only going to buy software going forward, that's a lot less money that's going to be spent on the category.
Move on to 16-bit technology like Sega's and NEC's, and the hardware costs $200 and games $50 to $70.
Introducing the next generation from Nintendo. It's a bit more exciting, a bit more challenging, a bit more graphic, a bit more colorful, a bit more realistic, a bit more lit, more secrets, a bit more enemies, a bit more friends.
And a lot more expensive. The new improved Nintendo system was introduced in the summer of '91. It cost twice as much as the old Nintendo.
Now you're playing with power, superpower.
You'll be glad to know Super Mario 4, called Super Mario World, is now on the shelves. But as Deborah Snell found out, you might not like what you hear when you go to buy the game.
Just in time for Christmas, the Japanese toy maker Nintendo has come out with a new set of electronic video games. At $200, a Super Nintendo setup costs twice as much as the old system, and you can't mix and match.
The old Nintendo hardware cost $99, with the cassettes ranging from $20 to $50. The new Super Nintendo system costs twice that much, with the games starting at $50.
He has a Game Boy, and now he has the Nintendo, and now he'd have to have another unit just for that one game. Doesn't seem right.
There's no question now that Nintendo has really taken off and millions of fans are waiting for the next game, that parents might be upset because the new game is going to cost twice as much. But nevertheless, there is still a real interest in Super Nintendo. This store, in fact, has a waiting list, and they haven't even gotten the game in yet.
Why can't you just buy the cassette?
Because it doesn't play in the regular one. You have to buy the Super unit.
Who's doing that?
6 million units of software projected.
The men sitting in this room control the American video game industry. Nintendo.
We're continuing to maintain our retail sales plan at the $4 billion level. 4.5 million units in hardware, 45 million units in software.
Nintendo Entertainment System is the frosting on the cake.
To marketing vice president Peter Main, selling Nintendo is easy.
They come, they try, they like, and they buy, and it's a fun business.
Does this really have to cost this much? Where should the anger be directed? Not at the parents, but at what the manufacturer does.
So it has come to this. Therapy sessions for families whom you could call Nintendependent.
First of all, the peer pressure starts. I feel maybe exploited.
There are two big questions. Will enough parents be willing to shell out that kind of money after already investing heavily in 8-bit systems and games? And will they remain loyal to Nintendo if and when they do upgrade? The answers to those questions may very well define the future. If decline's coming, kids don't know it. Almost every day after school, these Dobbs Ferry, New York kids gather to play Nintendo.
I like Super Mario Bros. 3 because you can do a lot of stuff that you can't do in real life. Like you can fly.
I like the games because like it's just like a TV show, but you're like acting it out and you're not even in it.
When I do get a new game, it's fun to play it a lot because it's like exploring a new place that you've never been before.
Some parents are refusing to be taken in.
I'm going to say no, and I'm going to explain to him how people market things to make you spend more money.
Control of the video game market has given Nintendo the opportunity for immense profit. Its cash reserves alone exceed $1.5 billion.
We decided if we could make a video game system with quality games, that we would be successful. We took that gamble, and now I think it's appropriate for us to reap the rewards of that gamble. That is capitalism.
The Federal Trade Commission recently discovered how Nintendo keeps its prices high.
Nintendo fixed prices with their dealers, wouldn't allow dealers to discount, and as a result, consumers that tried to comparison shop were just wasting their time.
The FTC found Nintendo guilty of price fixing. As part of the settlement, the company agreed to refund up to $25 million to consumers. It will pay the fine by offering $5 discounts for the purchase of future Nintendo products.
The message that's being sent is that if you want to play in the Nintendo world, you need to play by Nintendo's rules. And if you don't want to play by Nintendo's rules, it's going to be a very, very hard struggle.
Yeah, I'm blowing up that food.
That is capitalism.